straight men of Reddit, who is your man crush? Chris Hemsworth or Henry Cavill? Hemsworth is big and strong, works hard to be a good role model for his kids and also provide, and openly shows love for his wife. Cavill is a good man, openly embrace even dirty parts of himself without shame, gentleman where need be, patient and caring, happy to help those around. His Witcher 3 co-stars proof of this. Both men are handsome but don't seem to let that give them a huge ego. They know how to take a compliment, yet also know where to draw the line. My answer is a little late to the thread and relatively unknown compared to most, but Simon Lizotte. He is a professional disc golfer, funny, handsome, entertaining, and seems like a genuinely nice guy. He is also able to throw a disc ridiculously far with seemingly little effort. I'm bi. I'm attracted to women and enjoy sex with men. With that said, the streamer that goes by Mendicasi is my man crush. It's a combo of his looks and personality. He's so in-depth with meta and finds so many ways to break the boundaries of the games he streams. The guy from the Primitive Technology YouTube channel, and the guy from the Archer YouTube channel, that plays music, drinks, and cooks meat in the Mongolian wilderness with his dogs. I bet Jerry Garcia's beard smelled delightful, or it smelled like old man farts. Either way, I'd gladly take a nap with my face nuzzled in it. Also, I would move in with Elton John and be his lover today, no questions asked. Henry Cavill, no competition. Guy is incredibly nice, loves video games, plays superheroes, is the Witcher, and looks like you took the best part of Adonis and Hercules and mashed them together into a walking nerdgasm. Witcher Season 2 really needs to come out ASAP. Specifically Chris Hemsworth playing James Hunt, straight as an arrow, but even I got a vapors like a petticoated antebellum Southern belle watching him just pinched glutes fire extinguisher blast charm all over every square inch of that film. So powerful was his lion's mane and accent my half-mongrel barely blinked during the horrifying lung vacuuming scene. We talked about this at work. For myself and the only other male, it was Henry Cavill. A second choice was Michael Fassbender. I was visiting a friend and her husband and I asked him who his mail hall pass was and, quick as a flash, he said, that French waiter we had at that restaurant we went to last week, lol. Unexpected. Ryan Reynolds. It's actually so ironic because a few people have told me that I look like Blake Lively when I'm in drag. I don't see the resemblance, only that we have a beauty mark in the same spot and I typically choose a blonde wig with dark roots. Chris Pratt. He's funny, goofy, can be serious if he needs to. Rocks all forms of beard he's had, been in a bunch of amazing roles, and is related to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am a female but to answer for my husband, Henry Cavill. He loves Superman. For his birthday the other night we watched Man of Steel. When Henry Cavill takes his shirt off, my husband says to me, look, isn't that better than Jason Momoa? I am completely straight ... but I would make an exception for Ryan Reynolds. Me and a friend actually talked about this. Either a straight man would make an exception for Ryan Reynolds or they're lying. Okay, regarding straight, there's nothing weaker than a virtue never tested. So with that, I might gotta say it, my boast of being hetero remains provisional unless Rufus Wainwright makes a pass at me. There, I said it. I'm a woman, and while going through I realized that I agree with most of the comments, as and I too have the same crushes as mentioned. My counter question is, do gay people feel some attraction or crush towards the opposite sex, in the same vein as this question? Tom Brady. Not only does he still look good as he first started out, but he's the GOAT literally. Winning a Super Bowl at 43 doesn't happen, but with Brady it does. 7 Super Bowls and won from a 28-3 deficit. He's got the biggest fucking chip on his shoulder and he goes out and proves everyone wrong. You got to work at being the best and he does it. Say what you want about him, but his resume speaks for itself. He's already the all-time leader in touchdowns, passing yards, and sooner it's going to be completions. He still has that drive where most players would have hung it up long ago. How am I not seeing Jason Statham? Dude is shredded, sick accent and always plays a badass jail scene in Death Race. That scene makes me so jealous and also makes me hate myself. Now, I've been married twice, and I'm now engaged. All 3 women were told they'd be left behind should time travel become feasible and the 80s Kenny Loggins should fall in love with me. Much less intense man crush on McConaughey as well. Ryan Reynolds. My wife has permission to hook up with him given the opportunity. She just has to bring him home so we can all get drunk. Do fictional characters count? There's old Joseph from Stardust Crusaders, Omni-Man from Invincible, and King Bradley from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Maybe I just really like the badass gruff middle-aged look. Funny because my dad kinda got that look too. Probably between Paul Rudd cause he's got that adorable sweetheart vibe and Tom Hardy cause he got that build and the chiseled face but also seems like a really nice guy, but also there's this weird passion Hardy's got every time you see him that's just charismatic as fuck. My man crush is Keanu Reeves, not because the internet told me but because he treats everyone the same. When his plane had to take an emergency landing he didn't take a private plane to his destination, he went with the passenger to his destination. Sorry if I got something wrong. You can correct me in the comments. Chris Hemsworth, all the fucking way. That is the most perfect fucking dude I've ever seen in my life. Perfect height, perfect body type, perfect hair, perfect smile, gorgeous beard. Listen, I'm a straight-ass guy. But I can't deny that if my girl ever cheated on me with him, I'd be jealous of her. Alan Tudyk, without a doubt. Several years ago my wife told me I had a man crush. I told her, no, I don't. Then she said, what about Alan Tudyk? Oh, yeah. I responded, yeah, I do. I am a 53-year-old man, and I still watch anything with Alan Tudyk in it. Wreck-It Ralph. You betcha. A Knight's Tale. Forget Heath Ledger. Firefly. You had me at Toy Dinosaurs. Robot. Sonny was my favorite robot. Forget Will Smith. Resident Alien is the bomb. Cristiano Ronaldo. Although he is obviously a handsome dude, it's not for his looks, but for his sheer dedication and drive to something he loves, football, and his empathy for other people that just makes me in awe of him. He is one of the all-time greats and is still one of the best players in the world at the age of 36, where majority of players have either retired or moved to a team in a lower division. But this guy just keeps going. At the very top, an incredible guy that has always had a reputation for being arrogant, but that was always only on the pitch. Off the pitch he is humble and nice. And even though he is probably the most famous person in the world right now, he never let the extreme fame get to his head and never forgot his poor background. While a lot of other people turn downright evil the moment they taste even a tiny bit of fame and money. Nathan the Cat Lady on Instagram. I am a wannabe in casting and want someone just has the right look for either character parts or lead parts or whatever. Plus they have natural charisma and presence. It jumps out at me this guy has all that and he's genuinely passionate about cats and I'm a converted cat person. So if I had to have a man crush, it'd be this guy. Henry Cavill. Something about that man makes me feel his Superman, his Geralt, his character in Mission Impossible, August Walker. That man is so handsome and has such range. How can the human example of manliness be such a nerd like me? He's who I want to be in life. Let me kick you a scenario. I'm at a beach cabana, and Brad Pitt approaches. He tries to lean in and kiss me. I would definitely resist, like at first. But if he was persistent, I think I might give in a little bit, just to see what it felt like. Tom Hiddleston, after having not seen very much of him since Endgame, and now seeing a show all about him, I'm happy to say he's been on my mind a lot. I tend to be jealous of a lot of men, how unfair life can be. They get to be rich, handsome, talented, sexy, admired, idolized, lusted after by men and women, etc. And I get to be me, Trace Adkins. Just look at that tall, handsome, muscular, talented, rich some beach. Life ain't fair, I tell ya. I don't wish I was anyone, but if I had to be someone, I'd be Justin Timberlake. The man is an accomplished musician, songwriter, a very good dancer, handsome, in good shape for his age with a beautiful wife and kids, a damn near scratch golfer, and with all that he seems to just be a good dude with no real scandals at all. Magnus Midbo, he's the same height, weight and body type as myself, and he does for a living what I would like to do for a living. I might be in love with myself. Zoro, from One Piece, he was pretty chill before the time skip, but after the time skip this man was buff as hell, one-shotting a pacifista, getting all the girls, and that scar, that man makes me almost gay. None of all are straight, gotta tell ya, all sometime, and I say that as a dude who definitely ain't. When I was growing up, ain't no answer allowed in this convo but The Rock or some weird football player. Thought mid-80s Boy George was a girl when I was a kid, still think he is arguably. Vote still goes to Madonna, the hottest female pop singer of the 80s, sorry dad, old habits die hard, not into dick. But if I had a couple 40s and a time machine, I couldn't promise that it'd turn down a blowy. Morgan Freeman, to quote him, I could read a phone book and make it sound interesting. His bass voice makes for great narration. That said, not sure this counts as man crush, just celebrity I like. Not a guy, but I'm constantly telling my guy that his man crush is Matt Damon. He watches every Jason Bourne or Matt Damon movie every time they're on. I always say, hey, your man crush is on. Jason Statham and Tom Hardy, especially Statham. He has the build and the fashion I wish I had. Tom Hardy is my man crush based on personality mostly, although he is good looking. How come all these straight men have man crushes? I'm gay and I've never had a woman crush, although, when it comes to man crushes, it's usually less than 1% of the population too. Don't try the vaguely redneck Freddie Mercury vibe, the way he can take several dozen straight punches to the face without flinching, the way he wears his cowboy hat, it does something to me. Let me kick you a scenario. I'm at a beach cabana, and Brad Pitt approaches. He tries to lean in and kiss me. I would definitely resist, like at first. But if he was persistent, I think I might give in a little bit, just to see what it felt like. I gotta say Ryan Reynolds, 'cause he's just, but like Keanu Reeves is so wonderfully perfect and wholesome, and I aspire to be on his level in every way. I wish he was my dad or uncle or something. Pierce Brosnan in his Bond movies, the perfect British snobbish gentleman, maintaining the original James Bond role enough to bring it to modern times, but not that unrefined brute that pretends to be Bond nowadays. I am a woman, but I'd say it's Batman, Luke Skywalker, Link from Zelda, and maybe some Marvel superheroes. That's a lot of them, so I won't mention names, but yes, those are straight man crushes for sure. Sam Elliott, doesn't matter which decade, 70s, 80s, 90s, up to today, the looks and that damn voice. I'm not gay, bi, or sexually attracted to men at all, but I could sit for hours watching that dude ride a horse and read the phone book. Hugh Jackman, for sure, seems like a super nice guy. Troy Baker, also, again, seems like a super nice guy. I genuinely crossed the road to avoid James Corden, though. He could be giving away £50 notes and I'd have to politely decline. I worked on the show with Alexander Ludwig from Vikings. Dude is 6'5", ripped, always in a good mood and comes to work prepared with his lines and stunt practicing. Everything a married man like me could ever want. I don't have man crushes, but I'm secure enough to recognize good looks and charisma. Guys like George Clooney, Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa. These are obviously desirable men. Mildly bi-curious, I have a crush on Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson's brother. I know this because a couple of times I got drunk during pandemic with a roommate and watched Wes Anderson films and kept confessing my crush on Luke Wilson. I'm not gay, but I am trans, so I can still give you an LGBT perspective. For me personally, I've only ever been attracted to men. I've never been attracted to any woman, and the idea of being with a woman is gross to me. I know a lot of female celebrities who I'd love to look like, but that's it. It's just envy, not attraction. This is just my experience as an LGBT person. I can't speak for everyone obviously, but for me the whole man crush and girl crush thing makes zero sense to me, and it just seems like bisexual people in denial. Yeah, I have a couple. First one's Henry Rollins. You might like him or not, but the man is smart and good looking, and I'd also love to have a date with Eddie Vedder or Henry Cavill as Gerald. Yeah, I might be a little gayer than I thought. I used to say a lot of stuff about man crushes. Now I just say that I'm bisexual. I'm sure that doesn't apply to most people here, but if it applies to you, being bisexual is rad and so much better than beating around the bush. Control plus F equals Hugh Jackman. Nice to see I'm not the only one. Gentlemen, doesn't even need to be sex. I'd just spoon against him, long as he's as jacked as he was playing Wolverine. Big. Powerful. Arms. Neil Patrick Harris, a hilarious, talented individual, who played one of greatest renditions of a Batman villain. Honestly, I'd love a movie that's a sequel or based off that episode. Are you guys responding by who you respect or who you are legit attracted to? I don't have an attraction to any guy, I guess, since I'm straight. I like certain people for what they do, like music or acting or sports, I guess. Denzel all day. It would be gay if you didn't want Denzel. The dude took on a whole Russian gang with trained killers by himself in a Home Depot. Remember the entire Bible word for word. Took a hospital and staff hostage to save his son, gave his own life to save some little rich girl who was held for ransom, gave his life again to take on a demon Azazel and killed himself to kill the demon, flipped a plane upside down as a pilot to save everyone's life from it crashing, made a racist town come together and a football team learn more about each other and develop a real bond and overcome racism as a team and win a championship. The list goes on and on. Harry Styles is definitely on my radar. All of his solo stuff post One Direction has been fantastic and he did a great job acting in Dunkirk, plus he's kinda cute, actually oddly enough, and I'm not trying to brag. I've had multiple people tell me I look like an off-brand Harry Styles, which is nice I guess, and I never consciously made an attempt to look like him, but I suppose he just slipped on into my brain at some point. Till most straight guys don't know what a man crush is, but I applaud all for owning your regular crushes on men. Easiest question ever, but it's a matter of funding, because I don't know if I have enough money to pay Tom Brady to let me suck his dick. I gotta figure, millions at this point. I should have gotten him when he still played for the Pats, one day.